Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I'm going to do some scrap cooking today. And I just want to show you that if you just use what you have, you can make something really delicious. So, this is what I've got. I have about 8 ounces of chicken meat here, and you can see this is chicken thigh meat, and I've got it on 8 ounces. And that's from a few days ago. I had made some lemon pepper chicken and in October, so I've kind of been working on it. And I happened to divide it up and put some in the freezer. And frankly, one of the bags gets divided up as time goes by for my little dog because she has stomach issues. Oh, if you ever have a dog with stomach issues, it's the worst. Okay, never mind that. All right, so I'm going to use up this chicken, and I'm going to just add what I have. And honestly, I don't have very much because I haven't been to the grocery store to do full shopping. I did run and get some coffee. That's a necessity. I did run and get coffee, but I just have not done shopping. Okay. So let's just get going here. Now what I've got, I had actually 2 potatoes left. And the other day I made some creamy broccoli soup, and I'll link that video below. And I mentioned in there I had 3 potatoes. I used 1 for that soup, and I'm going to use these 2 for this soup. And I'm not going to use any oil in this soup because I don't want to. And I don't have that much oil left. So I have my potatoes soaking in the nice clean water. And so I'm just going to use water. I'm going to boil up these potatoes here. I'm going to get them going. And I should have turned on my heat. I should have, but I didn't. But oh well. Okay. And then I had half an onion. I used the other half of this onion in the creamy broccoli soup. You got to watch that video because that's part of scrap cooking too. So the reason I'm doing this soup up right now is because this is actually kind of a little bit of food prep for me, because I am going to use this in, I'm going to just store it in a jar. Hopefully I'll get a nice quart, and that's going to be my lunch this week for several days. So I have some garlic here. I'm going to use that, but I also have some onion powder. I'm going to put that in. I have a little spoon here. Let's do this. This is going to come to a boil pretty soon. Hopefully. I wasn't very prepared, was I? Okay. And I'm going to put in some garlic. Let's put, I don't know. How does that look? Does that look like enough? Let's do that. All right. So I've got that going. I don't have any celery or carrots or anything, otherwise I would put them in. But I did find a bag of mixed vegetables in my freezer downstairs. It's like a 12-ounce steamable bag, so they were on sale. Otherwise, I don't buy that small bag. But whatever, I got that, so we're going to use that. And then at some point, when I put my chicken in, I'm going to use some lemon pepper, because since my chicken has lemon pepper on it, may as well use that. And I've got some Thai basil here, basil, I don't know, that I dehydrated. And this has a slightly, to me anyway, it has a slight lemon background. I mean, you can just almost kind of taste that little bit of citrusy lemon effect in there. I don't know why. It does not taste exactly like regular basil. So I'm going to use some of that because I think it will go well. And I'm going to get this chicken chopped up while this comes to a boil, and then I will add that. So get a cup of coffee. I'm going to chop this chicken while we wait for this to boil. Okay, this has come to a good boil, and you can see that I diced my potatoes up small. I made a video on the basics on how to dice vegetables, and I showed you how to dice potatoes. If you want to watch that, I will put a link below. so that you can actually see how to dice a potato. Just in case you don't know, because sometimes people don't know. All right, I'm going to pop this in the sink, and now I'm going to add my chicken. Now, that was kind of a nice amount of chicken. I guess I could have showed you that before, huh? But I'm going to put my chicken in. This is going to come back up to a boil. But I'm going to add in my lemon pepper. Now, let me get another spoon because that one's wet. And I don't want to stick my wet spoon in my lemon pepper. That would be not great. Well, if I can get a spoon in there. Golly. Golly gee willikins. Okay, well that didn't work. May as well have kept the other spoon. I'm going to put a pretty good amount in here. Lemon pepper tends to get sticky for whatever reason. I'm not sure. There we go. Oh my goodness, wasn't that a sore trial? Okay, so I've got that in there, and now I'm going to put in some Thai basil. It smells pretty good. I hope you can see with all that steam. Let's put in some Thai basil. This stuff, oh my gosh, it smells so good, and it's awesome. Actually, I had a Thai basil plant, and I brought it in for the winter, and I potted it in a pot, and I hope I can keep it alive over the winter, because when you peel off a little bit of it, it's fantastic. Let me grab a smidge and I'll show you what that looks like. I think you will like it. It looks like this. That's the Thai basil. Looks like that. Gets little purple flowers on it. So just for the fun of it, I will put in some leaves of the Thai basil. And let's, oh my gosh, it smells great. I hope I can keep it alive if I can. Maybe if it gets bigger, I can divide it up and have more or give it away or whatever. I dried some for my granddaughter. She likes to experiment with some different spices. She lives in Indiana, so when she was up here a while back, I gave her a bag of Thai basil. She said she put some in a chicken noodle soup. I never did hear back if she liked it or not, but we will see. Oh, it smells really, really great. All right, now I'm going to grab my vegetables, my frozen vegetables. I'm going to throw them in. You see how quickly this is coming together. It smells really good. These are just, you know, just a bag of, they're just green beans, peas, carrots, corn. Now, I know this sounds weird. I know it does. But I don't like to, if I put pasta in a soup, I don't put potatoes. I know that's weird. It probably doesn't make any difference to some people. I just don't. If my potatoes are my starch, that's it. If the pasta is my starch, that's it. If the rice is my starch, that's it. I just don't mix them up. I mean, you can if you want to. It's up to you. I do not. That's just my own, that's my own weirdness. That's just me. Okay. Now, you know what? You can picture here how you can add whatever you want to this. If you want to add, this is just some chicken broth. This was on sale. I've had it. I got it last month because it was marked down. So it's just chicken broth from my local Fairway stores, 99% fat-free. Honestly, I don't get hung up on whether broth is fat-free or whatever. I just don't. It's just not my thing. I just can't get too picky about that stuff. If you are, that's fantastic. But, you know, this is what I have, so this is what I'm going to use. Whoa, my gosh, look at that. It looks like soup. That's awesome. Okay. I'm going to bring it back up to a boil. Now, you know my potatoes aren't done yet. And I want to cook up some of these vegetables. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, let me have a quick little taste, see where our seasonings are. Oh my gosh, that is so good with that lemon pepper on there. You guys, you got to try it. It's awesome. Now, actually that tastes pretty salty, so I'm not going to put any salt in there. But here we go. The Thai basil in there is good. Use whatever you want. I'm going to put a lid on here, and then I'm going to bring it to a boil, then put it down to a simmer, and then we'll see what we got. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. This is scrap cooking. Scrap cooking. I'm going to have some soup for the week. I'm pretty thrilled. Okay, here you go. We got soup. Oh, listen. While you were away, I tasted it, and it's really, 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 it's really good. Okay, so I'm going to take this soup, and I'm going to put it in this quart jar. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to, I'd like to have it for my lunch off and on this week. So, here we go. Trying not to waste any of it. It's so sloppy. Okay, so I might end up with 2 jars. I don't know. So what I usually do, I usually like to fill it up with some vegetables, and then I go in with broth and cover the rest of it. See how that's working there? And that way it gives me a nice amount of broth and vegetables. Oh my gosh, look, I am going to have a couple quarts. Okay, now let me show you what I've got here. I've got a nice quart of soup. I'll probably end up with 2 quarts of soup. I might just eat some for my lunch today. We'll see. Okay? But now listen, you get the idea, don't you? Do you get this idea? Like if you like, share, and subscribe. Oh, that's a great idea. You should do that. You should do it right now. Okay? All right. So you get the idea. I just cooked with what I had. I just call it scrap cooking. I had a piece of onions, a couple potatoes, etc. And just used what I had. And you know that chicken was only 8 ounces, but if you, which might be enough for a couple people, but if you have put it in soup, it goes a very, very, very long way. So that's what I just want you to know. I want you to know that with just a little bit of this and that, you can make something delicious. All right? This would actually feed about 4 people, 4 hearty servings at supper, if that's what you want. Okay? All right, listen, I love ya. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? And just remember, just use what you have, okay? Do some scrap cooking of your own. I bet you can come up with fantastic, fantastic food. Okay? All right, love ya. And you just remember that little is much when God is in it. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.